I'm gon' bust your head. 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 Head.
Oh, sorry, yeah. There you go. So we're on fight 8.
We're on fight 8.
SparStar Promotions is proud to present the next bout of the evening. Scheduled for three rounds of action in the flyweight division. And being sponsored by Turf House, Bum Rush Bullies, and Hybrid Boost. Your 3 judges cage side scored the bout should it go the distance. Chris Crail, Paul Gift, and Jackie Taken, and the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, the Sheik Larry Landless. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting across the cage.
Sheik, is that a new thing for Larry? There's always been the Sheik. I don't remember hearing that before.
5 feet 8 inches tall, he weighed officially at 129 already pounds. He enters the cage tonight undefeated. 2 wins with 0 losses, representing Millennia MMA and fighting Rancho Cucamonga, California. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Daniel. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the cage under the blue corner to my right, specializing in MMA and freestyle fighting. 75 feet 6 inches tall, he weighed officially at 131 already pounds. He enters the cage tonight with a record including 2 victories against 3 defeats, representing Systems Training Center and fighting out of Hawthorne, California. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Angel, the Kraken Diaz. Once again, referee Larry Landis with the final instructions. You guys hear my instruction before. In a good clean fight, obey my commands at all times. Any questions, red corner? Any questions, blue corner? Rock and roll, let's do this.
Hello, everybody. Marcos Villegas here. SparStar MMA, the Florentine Gardens in El Monte, California, being joined with Kevin Widows and a special guest here for this fight and the rest of the fights that we are calling. Bellator MMA's Joe Schilling, as we're going to get 3 rounds in the flyweight division underway. Angel Diaz with a record of 2-3 in the black trunks with red coloring, going up against Daniel Park with a record of 2-0 in the gray shorts.
Daniel Park looks very calm and composed and focused all at the same time with a 2-0 record. It's going to be interesting to see if he can keep his unblemished record going here. Diaz, a little more experience with 2-3.
Tying up right away after the glove touch.
Yep.
Immediately tying up. It's going to be a grappling match here.
Yeah, both fighters out of well-respected camps, Millennia MMA and Systems Training Center. I expect to see a well-rounded fight here if they ever break off the clinch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know why they're calling Larry Landless the Sheik. I don't know if that's new. I think that's new.
It's the first time I've ever heard anybody call Larry that.
And I'm not sure I want to know the story behind it.
Yeah, right. I feel like you should have those shoes, right? If you're gonna pull that, you got to go all the way with it.
Bring Nikolai Volkov out with him.
Yeah, big horn shoes on. I'm not opposed. I think it's a good idea.
I'm actually surprised Larry's let this go as long as it has. You missed it earlier. He stood up a guy who had side control on someone.
Really?
Yeah, for not enough action. Got kind of a double tie clinch here, but well, no, I can't see.
And there we go. We finally get the break there.
Yeah, that could be part of the game plan. It could also just be nervous energy.
Yep.
You know, these guys got 3 or 4 fights, big show.
Sometimes that's a good way to get the jitters out.
Yeah,
you
sure.
Instigate a clinch for a minute or so, get warmed up, feel your opponent out, feel his power.
It's like turning into a little bit of a fist fight here now.
There we go.
Diaz showing movement now.
Yeah, Daniel Park looking very relaxed.
With a 3-point combination.
I like how he cut that angle too on his lead uppercut.
Gets him right in the clinch as he's throwing knees now. Mixing it up with the strike to the calf there. Diaz, though, responding with punches to the gut.
Beautiful switch to the single leg here. Let's see if he can finish.
Yeah, Daniel Park's impressing me right now.
Yeah, he's mixing it up really well. He's got good head position here. All he needs to do is step back and try to run the pipe with that single leg. looks like he's preferring to opt for the double leg, but the way Diaz's hips are, it's going to be hard to clasp his hands together. Beautiful job by Diaz to get that leg out of there.
Yeah, he's landed quite a few strikes in the clinch as well. You know, a little dirty boxing. Angel Diaz is getting his in as well.
Yeah, Diaz does not seem to be intimidated.
Coming to the last 10 seconds of round number 1. Seeing Park here.
Park really likes that clinch. It's too bad there are no knees to the head because I think he could do some significant damage there.
A very entertaining first round we had right there.
Very technical.
Attention fight fans, if you are Pancho Matias, we have located your cell phone and you can recover it at the ticket booth. Once again, Pancho Matias, your cell phone can be located at the ticket booth. Thank you.
Coming into round number 2.
Also, we recovered a debit card, a Wells Fargo debit card by the name of Dennis Park. Dennis J. Park, your Wells Fargo debit card can also be located at the ticket booth as well. Please bring proper identification.
Be the father of Daniel Park.
Could be. I was just about to say that, Kevin. See Daniel Park inside of the ring here looking at this corner. What adjustments do you think you should do?
Well, I think Park's probably ahead on the scorecards. You know, I think he landed the cleaner strikes, controlled a lot of the action with the clinch. Although Diaz is not shying away from the fight at all. You know, he looks comfortable as well.
And Joe, if you're Angel Diaz and you're in that corner, what do you want to see him start doing in this round 2?
You know, I'd like to see him throw some more strikes from the distance when they had the opportunity to throw a little more strikes. And, you know, I haven't been able to see him implement much of a game plan at all so far.
Yeah, he's kind of been reacting to Park.
Yeah, it's hard to see what Angel Diaz is really about yet.
Round number 2 here in El Monte, California. Daniel Park and Angel Diaz.
Shots here.
Beautiful body kick from the southpaw. Park switched now to the orthodox stance.
Missed combination there by Diaz.
Diaz capitalized on that stance switch and landed a nice 2-3 combo. Park now with some big knees to the body.
Park's just been so consistent with that clinch and landing knees to the body.
Yeah, I think he's being more effective from that southpaw stance. I think that's throwing Diaz off.
If I'm Diaz, I'm throwing the right cross or the right body kick. I'm going to go first every time. He's got to react to it. Right now he's just kind of waiting and then getting pushed right back into that clinch against the fence again.
It's Park pushing Diaz back. Though Diaz able to get some shots off to the body.
Yeah, he just needs to break that plum clinch off the back of his head and spin off to the center of the cage. That knee looked a little high, but
nice.
Missed overhand right by Park.
So I'm thinking, you know, Park's doing a great job of putting him up against that fence. I'd like to see him let go and start throwing some finish the fight shots right there.
So he switches back to the southpaw stance. It's at this point, I think Diaz.
Yeah, I'll be screaming at Diaz to go first right now.
Straight,
I'm
right?
in his corner. Be first, throw first. Even right now, he should follow.
Yeah, that was more of a slip.
Diaz.
Nice body
Park
shot.
Up.
Park against
As
the
I'm
cage.
pinning against the cage. Big right hand lands.
Yeah, Diaz really pouring it on now, but looked to be in a clinch situation again, but spun off.
Yeah, Diaz seems to be waiting a little too long and reacting. I think if he went first, it'd be a little different fight for him. He landed some big shots against the clinch, against the fence right there.
Park continuing with that clinch.
See, I prefer to break the clinch off the back of the head before I start to strike to the body.
Right. Yeah, come over the top cross face and then look for something out of there.
Right.
You know, he's, like you said before, he's lucky they're not throwing these to the head right now.
Exactly.
Because he really has no answer for that position.
No, Park's able to hold it almost as long as he wants. But to Diaz's credit, he's absorbing those shots and seems to be no worse for the wear, at least for the time being.
So we come to the last 30 seconds of this second round. Diaz pressing forward.
I'd like to see Park rip that body, the kick to the body too. I think he's only thrown it once or twice, but it landed. But maybe he's afraid of the
big straight hand. Park eats it right in the button.
If I'm Diaz's corner, I'm screaming for him to go.
Yeah,
you know, I'd want him
strong.
to go, yeah.
It was a nice round for Diaz.
Very good
Might have
round.
gone his way.
He's good.
And Park looks to be a little tired.
Yeah. Again, a really competitive second round.
Yeah. Yeah, Park's got his hands on the cage, and he's kind of leaning over, and he looks fatigued. Diaz may want to capitalize on this and really push the pressure this last round.
Big momentum switch that we're seeing as Park, you could say, was in control in that first round because of the clinch, and Diaz responding in the second round. So the fight's really up in the balance coming in this round number 3.
It could be one round apiece.
I see it that
Looking
way.
at the body language from the coaches this round, Bettis from Millennium MMA is talking to Park, looking a little more relaxed. The other guys look like they're trying to light a fire under Diaz's ass right now, which is exactly what I would be trying to do if I was his coach right now. Get him to go
Here we go,
first.
fight fans. Put your hands together and cheer the fighters on. This is the third and final round.
Park looks pretty recovered at this point. There we go.
So we start round number 3. The fight seemingly could be in the balance here. As you could arguably say that Daniel Park and Angel Diaz have both won a round apiece.
Park's willing to eat a right hand to get to the clinch, and then he's landing 4 or 5 knees.
Again, Diaz really, in the third round now, still doesn't seem to have an answer for it.
Yeah, he needs to stay out of that,
Right
that
back
clinch.
to that clinch.
Yep.
Doesn't try to cross face, doesn't try to get the,
Or pummel on inside, something.
Right, something. If I'm Diaz, I'm ripping that inside leg kick right away.
Yeah.
Get first on that, and start trying to get Park to go backwards.
Landed just a sneaky little uppercut there, Diaz did, as he comes forward with the straight, follows it up with the jab.
Ooh, he
Park
almost-
throwing a kick. And that was close right there.
That was close.
knee.
Just throw. I want to coach him from here. Start screaming at him. Go, motherfucker. Throw that right here.
Tell him, Joe.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, even maybe mix in a takedown. I always feel like this is a good time to change levels and shoot.
If Diaz has landed some straight right hands around the button tonight, and they were really short. He didn't seem to commit to them and extend all the way. It was almost like an accident when he landed some.
Right.
I think if he got a little more aggressive, a little more confident with his shots.
Here comes Diaz, though. Good position here.
What the judges might be seeing, though, is that Diaz is the one controlling the center of the
Roy.
cage.
Big kick.
There's that body kick we talked about. Park did a nice job of partially catching it.
Now Diaz seems to go first now.
He can't let Park start to back
He's
him up.
waiting again. Reach out there.
Park definitely has lost some steam from that first round. Seems to be really picking his shots now.
Yep.
But Diaz really pressing
Diaz,
the action now.
Yeah, Diaz is controlling this third round, and Park wants to be careful not to get complacent.
Throw. There you go. Punch out of there.
So we hear the corner of Diaz yelling at him, 1 minute left. Park, though, landing 2-punch combination there.
Nice right hand snuck through the guard of Diaz. Beautiful straight left. Park not as busy, but just as accurate.
But Diaz responds there with a big uppercut.
And a left hook to boot.
Lands him in the clinch, though.
He's got his hands tied. He's got a takedown.
There you go, Diaz.
That's what we were suggesting about a minute ago. Now, if he can stay on top and do some damage, he can win this round handily, and it might just be enough to take the
There
fight.
you go.
Beautiful right hand.
Ooh,
Nice
kick.
up kick.
That up kick hurt him too. He needs to crawl into the half guard and end up on top. That's it. There we go. Stay here.
Final 10 seconds of this last round.
Strike.
This should be enough to win this round, and it's up to the judges who took rounds 1 and 2.
Both men working. Diaz pumped up.
Yeah, I give that round to Diaz.
Yeah, I think that was just one Diaz fight, if I'm honest.
Yeah, very well could have.
Or a debit card. We have a cell phone belonging to Pancho Matias and a debit card, a Wells Fargo debit card belonging to somebody else. Please go to the ticket booth at this time to recover those items. Once again, Pancho Matias, we have your cell phone at the ticket booth, and there's also a debit card from Wells Fargo, also located at the ticket booth. Please claim your items. Thank you.
I don't know if we're in fights or the swap meet with this guy on the PA system.
A lot of people are losing a lot of cards here, but Daniel Park may lose his undefeated record here.
He may very well.
as we await the judge's decision.
You know, Park looks very lean. I wonder if it's hard for him to get down to that weight. Like maybe he dropped a few pounds today, the day of the weigh-in, and that affected his cardio because he seemed to slow down in that third round noticeably. While I feel he had the technical advantage in a lot of positions, it was Diaz's grit that won him that third round. Very nice takedown too.
I think he was just a more active fighter in that round.
Yeah, he was.
Number 3.
Yeah, he
more strikes.
He decided to control the pace, really put the pressure on Park, and ended up getting that takedown was huge at the end there. Because although I feel like he was landing the more significant strikes, Park having that clinch, you never know what the judges are thinking. You know, they see all those knees and they figure they're doing a lot of damage.
Regardless who wins this fight, it was a really good experience for both of them on this level. It was a really competitive fight. It was a really good fight.
Yeah, very entertaining, very technical.
Yeah. Great show by both of them.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for both of these warriors? 3 exciting rounds in the books. And now to the judges' scorecards we go. All 3 judges, Chris Crail, Paul Kidd, and Jackie Dakin, all seem about the same, 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, from Hawthorne, California, Angel, the Cricket.
Angel Diaz now improving his record to 3-3, handing the first amateur defeat of the career of Daniel Park, who now drops to 2-1. Victorious here tonight, 29-28 all 3 judges' scorecards, winning via unanimous decision.
Impressive performance from Angel Diaz. We had it right. He pushed forward and stole that fight in the third round. Hats off to him. We look forward to seeing him again inside the SparStar cage.
He jumps up on the cage, celebrating his win. Angel Diaz.
Get on up is right.
Yeah, he's certainly pumped up. Jumping like a cricket.